Drag me down. Nobody can drag me down.
Those hipsters, I wanna dance.
I said, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop talking to me. Stop, don't stop, don't stop. Check this.
I'm Snazzy and this is Snazzy's Top Topics, where topics are literally topics. And today we're talking about the concept of process, where it takes every individual step to reach your goal. And sometimes when you have many situations happen time and time again, you think, is it worth taking the process? And I would give you the answer would be yes. It would be simple to take the process. The reason why I'm saying that is because if you take the journey of the process, you will be able to achieve your goal easier, even if you would take the process and you're going through a bad time. And I'm going to put this to you in quite simply. When you take the process, and you take that journey, you take that step, you take that next step, and then you take another step, but yet you still feel what you're feeling. So when you're feeling like that, and you're doing a thing where you're going, I can't deal with this, and I'm trying to deal with the process, think about how you would do it. Step 1, 2, 3, and that's what you've got to think about. What would you do for step 1? What would you do for step 2? What would you do for step 3? And then the question is work it back 3, 2, 1. And then once you gradually do that, and that's your process, you do that step until you reach your goal. And your goal could be anything. It could be singing, dancing, acting, you name it. It could be anything possible. And I'm saying that because I'm not the one to judge, because my goal is to enable people's lives to live better. And to do that is to enable people to understand that the process of me doing that is quite simply getting people to understand that being human isn't a bad thing. Being human is actually a good thing. And being able to achieve your dreams is a process. And by doing so, is enabling people to understand how to achieve it is possible. And demonstration is another way of putting it. So when you're putting that across and looking at how you basically put the process into action, you take the 3, 2, 1 steps. And when you take those 3, 2, 1 steps, you will think differently about how you originally would have planned it before. So you physically overturn the situation that you originally thought was going to happen, that you overturn it to be something different. And when you put that point across and put it like that, you can kind of go, was I meant to do that? And then you realise that I'm doing it differently to how I'm actually doing it. So, to recap, number 1 is work out what your process is. Number 2, work out the countdown from backwards 3, 2, 1, but to begin with, work out how you can enable yourself to understand what is the 3, 2, 1 process going to be, and you can choose what you want to be in that process, whether it's a goal, an achievement, or a reaction of how people want to react towards you and how you want to cope with it, and the reasons why. And as I've said before on many different occasions, I'm always here to support all year round musicians, people who struggle with their emotions, people who find it difficult to live day-to-day life and do not understand how to cope with life situations. And that is what I'm here for, to enable a difference, to enable to listen and understand other people, and enable to give guidance, advice, and of course enable support for those who haven't got record labels for musicians. And of course there'll be special features of that for musicians. That's why it's categorised separately. But as part of that, that is part of a process. And as you can see behind me, this is a process. And this is going to be increased to be bigger. But again, it's a process. Because at the moment it's like this at the moment because I can't be able to continue the process. But I know I can continue the process because I know that I can achieve the goal. And that is why I'm telling you today. If I can do it, you can do it. And that is why I'm saying to you today, I will support you 100% in this process. But just remember, it's 3, 2, 1. And then obviously whatever process yours is, you choose to it and stick with it. So that is it for today's episode of Step and Process. Every step and process, as people say. Some people mess up, but the words can be coming out. So it's every step and process. So until next time, this is me, Snazzy, giving you the guidance of info. Making yourself feel more you. Signing off. Goodbye for now. Ting ting. Peace out.